So, if we talk about the fashion influencers today, there are a lot of fashion influencers who want to be part of such fashion shows, to be invited by the luxury brands to attend the show. What is the right process since you have done it from the scratch?
You have to take your ego away and look at it from their perspective. How could your attendance benefit the brand? How could your attendance bring value to the brand?
Walk me through your typical day in Dubai. Like, how does it look like? You know, where do you love to go and eat? Who are you meeting? What are you wearing throughout the day? Tell me about it.
So typically I like to start my day off with a workout. So I'll probably go to like Barry's in DIFC or Marina. I love all the instructors there. They're amazing. After that, probably jump in the pool, cool off a bit.
Are you staying in a villa by any chance?
Yeah.
Ooh la la.
Yeah, I was downtown and then I'm staying, my friend just closed on a villa, helping her move and staying with her until I go back to Canada.
I'm not sure if it was on that show you said that you are an encyclopedia of billionaires. From heirs to celebrities to everybody that you have dealt with. Is that true? You're an encyclopedia?
So I also filmed a reality show on Amazon Prime. It was a show for my real estate partners and I had a feature and it was called Lux Listings Toronto. It aired to like 200 million people.
Which is your favorite brand to attend a fashion show?
Roberto Cavalli. I love their shows. It's just so exciting, so high energy. It's one of my favorite brands for sure.
Real Housewife reunion drama versus a luxury real estate bidding war.
I think a luxury real estate bidding war because your reputation is not being at risk.
Would you go in for the Real Housewives ever again? Would you do the show again?
I would with a game plan. I would with a business I'm about to launch or a big brand I really want to scale and make a global business.
Would you get more drama?
Drama comes with it, but you also have to have a business plan. If you're going into it just to be famous, you're really risking a lot for potentially minimal outcome. I'm very excited to be here.
Oh my God.
You know, I have to bring it for you. I love yours. The color is beautiful. Let's go. Let's get the party started.
Hello everybody and welcome to yet another episode of Deepti with Deepti. Well, you might have heard people making their life and career out of a single career. But here I have today who's made his life out of 3 successful careers. He started as a fashion obsessive who got a fake ID at the age of 18 not to drink but to enter into fashion shows. A global fashion icon, featured in Forbes, in Vogue, in GQ, and on the runway of Dolce & Gabbana, and then became a TV reality show star on The Real Housewives of Toronto. He works with most elite luxury brokerages in Canada. He has been selling homes from $2 million to up to $35 million and beyond to billionaires, to heirs, to royalty, and to celebrities. And now he's taken it global. He is calling in today from Dubai because, of course, he is where he's operating is one of the most insane luxury real estate markets on the planet. Impossibly stylish, completely unapologetic, and honestly one of the most interesting pivots in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Tuxedo Sergio. Tuxedo, welcome to my show.
I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited to be in Dubai. And I can't wait.
Oh my God, I'm so happy to have you on my show. Welcome to my show.
I'm honored.
And you look stunning. You look fabulous. As amazing.
Thank you.
Sergio, you have, for you, style is never an accident. It is by choice, always. You're always impeccably dressed in whatever videos and pictures and reels I've seen you. You are always intentional. Walk me through what you're wearing today. I love your jacket. I love your jewels. Tell me
Amazing.
about it.
So the glasses I actually are one of my favorite pairs. They're Tom Ford. Let me actually take them
Oh
off
my
so I
God.
could
Ooh
see
la
you in
la.
the
I see.
eye.
Oh, I see your blue eyes now.
And a kind of a mix of both of my worlds. You get the blazer, but it's high fashion. It's by Balmain.
Balmain.
It's pearls and
Ooh la la.
crystals.
Look
Paired
at
it
that
with just
emerald.
black denim, black YSL boots, simple
Oh
black
my
t-shirt,
God.
and obviously some diamonds. We're in Dubai. Come on.
Of course. You look stunning,
Yeah.
Sergio. I love your style. I love
Thank
how
you.
the way you put yourself out there with over dramatic, over the top
Yes.
outfits. Well, that's your personal style, right?
Of
If I would say
course.
what's Sergio's personal style?
It's a mix. Sometimes I could be very edgy, wearing spikes and leather. Sometimes I like to be a little bit more glamour. Sometimes I like to be a little bit, believe it or not, simple. It depends on the
I want
day.
to know which day is Sergio simple and low key. Please tell
Oh,
me.
typically if I'm at the office, I don't like to scare all my
Really?
coworkers a little too much, but
I'm sure you're the most stylish real estate person in Toronto, in the entire world, I think. Right? I've never seen such a
I'll
stylist.
take that.
Of course. Okay, you know what? From your family, what I know from your background, nobody has been into fashion or nobody has been into real estate.
Yeah.
Tell me about your journey. How did you get into fashion? Because that's what I know is at the age of 18, you made a fake ID not to have alcohol, but to get into a fashion show.
Yes.
Tell me your love for fashion.
So it was really funny. So I grew up in very conservative upbringing, very conservative immigrant family. They wanted to be typical, go to school, be a doctor, be a lawyer, and I actually got into a scholarship for a business program in Toronto. And during that time, I discovered the world of high fashion. And I finally had some freedom because I wasn't in high school or elementary school anymore. And it was just a magical world I knew I had to be a part of. And in Toronto, there was a fashion week called World MasterCard Fashion Week, and you needed to be 19 plus to go in because they were serving alcohol. So I actually got a fake ID to attend those fashion shows because I was
Oh
so
my
passionate
God.
about the industry and
Oh my God.
just knew it was the right place for me.
You have been a part of the front row of the most luxurious brands in Milan
Yeah.
Fashion Week, London Fashion Week, Paris Fashion Week, Dolce & Gabbana. I see
Yeah.
you everywhere with all luxury brands. What is the most surreal room filled of fashion that you have ever walked into?
It was definitely when I attended the Versace Fall Winter 2019 fashion show in Milan. It was one of the most surreal experiences. Growing up, my mom had these Versace pins I would always play around with, and the actual catwalk had a huge blown up like 30, 40-foot Versace pin that the models walked through. It was such an exclusive show, like Bella Hadid, Kaya Gerber, Gigi Hadid. They were all walking it. Kendall Jenner. Like, it was one of the most incredible fashion shows. I've been to a lot, but that one kind of holds a really special place in my heart.
Place.
Yeah.
So that was not your first show, though, right?
It was not my first Versace show, but Versace was actually the first brand that openly collaborated with me. So it kind of paved the way for all the other brands to kind of come and
That's good.
work with me, and then the rest is history.
So, if we talk about the fashion influencers today, there are a lot of fashion influencers who want to be part of such fashion shows, to be invited by the luxury brands to attend the show. What is the right process? Since you have done it from the scratch,
Yeah.
what is the first step that the influencer or celebrity should do?
You have to take your ego away and look at it from their perspective. How could your attendance benefit the brand? How could your attendance bring value to the brand?
Right.
Not just, oh, it's going to make your Instagram look good because you're sitting front row at a fashion show. It's you have to look at it from the brand's perspective. How is your attendance going to make more sales for the brand? How is your
Yes.
attendance going to bring more awareness? Do you even fit the demographic of the brand?
Demographics of the
Like,
brand, yeah.
you would probably not see me at like, I love Rick Owens, but it's not really, come on,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know.
of
So
course.
it's just knowing what brands fit your demographic, taking your ego aside, and being resilient. It's not going to happen overnight. You have to be persistent, and you have to keep hustling. It's not an industry that's going to give any freebies.
So, does one person need to start writing to the brands or emailing to get the invites? How does it happen?
Fashion is an industry that is run by three main categories. I would say it would be PR, buyers of the brand, like store buyers, and then actual personal clients, and then media. And in that media category, you have celebrities, you have influencers, you have magazine editors. Those are the three most powerful categories. If you could find yourself in one of those categories and work your way up, that's kind of how I would
that's the
recommend
way
it. Yeah.
it should be. Okay, Sergio, I have seen your recent travel from Toronto to Dubai in a
Yes.
private charter plane. Guys, you should
Yeah.
watch this page, by the way.
Yeah.
So, in a private charter plane, you come to Dubai, make an appearance, telling people that I have arrived. While you
Yes.
party in that 14 hours long flight, because
Yeah.
it was your birthday, belated happy birthday, by the way,
Thank you. Thank you.
with your luxury Birkins and Kelly's
Yeah.
special crocodile skin.
Yeah.
I want to talk about your bag collection.
Oh,
Tell me
okay.
about it.
I have been obsessed with bags for as long as I could remember. And I think now I'm very grateful. I have a great collection. I probably got almost every single one I want. Obviously, there's always something new,
Something, yeah.
something that pops up. But I think I had a really good year, a really good last 2 years. And I wanted to treat myself and get it out of the way, because if these bags are haunting me, I am not going to focus on other things, right? So I just needed to buy
Alright.
all of them, and
All
now
of
we
them and keep
now
it.
we focus on other investments.
As an investment advisor, since you have been into luxury fashion and real estate both, if somebody had, suppose, $500,000 of money and had an option either to invest only in bags or in property, what would be that one piece of advice you would give?
It depends on your priorities. So if you don't care for handbags, obviously buy a property. In a position like I was in, I didn't use bags as a status symbol. I used them. I'm a younger person working in very, very tough, cutthroat industries, and you kind of have to display some level of success. So that's kind of, they were beautiful, and there was the materialistic side, but then there was also the strategy side that I knew those purchases will make me more money down the line, right? So I would say real estate, if you're in a unique position or if you're very passionate about bags, why not? Buy a couple, but also know to have some other diversify your portfolio.
Diversify. So when you said people judge you or people value you by your luxury items, if you compare the Toronto and Dubai scenario, where do you think there's a more possibility of you being judged by the luxury goods that you carry or the watches you wear or the cars you drive, in Toronto or in Dubai?
I think in Toronto, the city has taken a churn. I think a lot of people are a little bit more conservative now, a little bit more private. I think Dubai is a city that is extremely safe. I think it's probably the safest
It's the
place.
safest haven
The
on
safest
earth.
place in the world. So
Yes.
you can bring your jewelry out. You can
Yes.
drive your Rolls Royce.
Yes.
You can do all of that fun stuff. So I think Dubai definitely has a certain level of
Security and
security
safety.
and another level of luxury that people
Luxury.
feel comfortable showing off.
Yes, that's true. Agreed. Okay, tell me about Real Housewives of Toronto.
Yeah.
You won the reality show. I'm not sure if it was on that show you said that you are an encyclopedia of billionaires, from
Oh, okay.
heirs to celebrities to everybody that
Yeah.
you have dealt with. Is that true? You're an
So,
encyclopedia?
I also filmed a reality show on Amazon Prime. It was a show for my real estate partners, and I had a feature, and it was called Lux Listings Toronto. It aired to like 200 million people. And that was actually a really funny clip because the producers are like,
I saw that.
tell me who your clients are. I'm like, well, I represent these kind of people, these kind of people, these kind of people. And
Yeah.
then they edited it, and it was probably one of my most iconic lines on the show. So,
course.
yeah, that
Tell
was.
me a moment from the show that stays in your head still.
It was so fun. Like, I love filming reality because in the moment you're so stressed. You're like, do I like
Yeah.
my outfit? Do I like this?
Yeah.
But when you see it all come together, it is a magical high experience that only people who've experienced it would
I know.
understand.
Yeah, I did a show for Amazon Prime, so I know it.
Yeah.
But it was fun actually. My show was very interesting. You could not see your partner, but there was a GoPro cam on their face, and they would do things for me, and I had to select one out of the three without actually seeing the person.
Yeah.
By understanding what things was he doing for me. So it was
Yeah, that's
love
amazing.
Me, hear me, something like that. Yeah, I did that show. That was very.
It's
so
a great
reality show-
network. I love Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon is amazing. I mean, I had a lot of fun while I was shilping that one. Okay, if you had to give one piece of advice to 10 years younger Sergio, one thing that you'd like to do differently or one piece of advice, what would that be?
I think in life, you have to look at inconveniences and lessons that at the time might be hurtful or triggering or traumatizing. What is the lesson behind that?
Yeah.
So many things have happened to me that have made me the person I am now. And I am so grateful for all of those things because it pushed me to be my best self and learn the lessons I needed to unfortunately learn the hard way that made me a better person now. So 10 years ago, I would say, embrace the struggle, embrace the trauma, embrace it all because it's only going to make you stronger.
Well said. Sergio, fashion is ruthless, right? There might be a point in your life it takes you on the top of the game. There might be a moment where it makes you feel very vulnerable. And was there any low point in your life of your fashion journey till now that made you feel, oh, I want to give this up. This is not my place to be?
I think in the beginning, wanting something so badly and constantly being rejected, it really does take a toll on your mental health. But I think if you want something badly enough, you got to just keep pushing. And I never took no for an answer. If somebody's saying no to you, you're speaking to the wrong person. And you just got to be assertive and aggressive. And don't, if you really truly want something, it's attainable. If somebody else has done it in their lifetime, you could also achieve it too.
Do it as well.
Yeah.
So what's that one thing that you really wanted very badly in your span of fashion life and journey?
My goal, I think, was to see the energy and just be involved in an international fashion week and just see that caliber. It's so unattainable. You see the movies, you see all the TV shows, you see all these celebrities going to these shows. And to me, that was one of my goals. I'm like, I would love to just be there, even if it's standing room or in the 15th row, just to be a part of that energy and see those people and be in a room with such interesting characters who have the same interests.
Amazing. Sergio, do you feel that people question your identity or make assumptions about your gender for the way you dress up? I love your fashion sense.
Yeah.
No offense to that. Because you do not fit into a traditional stereotype. You dress up in a little feminine style.
Yeah.
Do people question your gender interest?
I think it really depends on the outfit. I think anybody who considers themselves a very high fashion male or even high fashion female, there is a certain level of androgyny associated with both. I mean, obviously, everybody has their personal style. I kind of like to dip into both worlds. So, I mean, yes and no. I mean, at the end of the day, I know I am male. I'm very happy being male. But I also like feminine looks. Even like Dolce & Gabbana, too. If you look at some of the blazers, they use some fabrics that would typically be feminine fabrics and they make it into a male tuxedo. So it's just about not taking fashion too seriously. Lines can be blurred. It's art at the end of the day. Just have fun with it. Do what makes you happy.
I know. That's what I do. I mix and match and I dress up how I feel on that certain day. I dress up according to that. I think, your makeup, hair, your look is actually affected by how you feel on that certain day.
Yeah, of course.
There have been times I have gone like in a simple black dress to a party because I just don't feel like dressing up. While I would go to a simple event in the most over-the-top outfit because I feel like dressing up today.
Yes.
I'm going to walk up like that.
Of course.
So, Okay. Is there any fashion rule that you actually swore by for the longest time and have broken now in the last few years?
Ooh, okay. Well, maybe there's one. It's actually on this trip that I because it's so hot. I never liked baggy, cargo, flowy pants. It was something I just didn't think it was flattering on me.
Yeah. And I don't like skinny jeans.
And I love skinny jeans. I love leather pants. I love all of that.
I love cargos.
I work very hard for my legs at berries, so I want to show them off.
I want to talk about that. I want to talk about the berries.
But it was just one thing I didn't understand. I'm like, they don't look good on me. They don't look good on people. Baggy jeans. Oh my god! And now I'm kind of like,
you know
get
what? Into the notion.
You gotta always change and evolve. So I think now I'm kind of
you look cute
into it.
You kind of.
Yeah.
Tell me about a workout. I have seen you working out. There's this extensive workout HIITs that you do.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
I am
What keeps you
obsessed.
fit?
I am obsessed with berries. I'm a very lazy person. If I were to go just to a regular gym and do my own workout, I love going to berries. It's a high intensity for people who don't know. It's a high intensity hit. You do crazy running, crazy floor exercises. And I just love it because you go in, you're motivated, there's beautiful people, the music is loud, it's dark, it's sexy,
Yeah.
it's intense,
Ooh
and you
la
leave
la.
feeling so good. So that's what I really love about those workouts.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this was about fashion, about your personal life. Now let's dive into your next segment where you entered into real estate market.
Yes.
You got a license without telling anybody.
Yeah.
What was that secrecy about?
I think in life, if you want to make a big step and you want to evolve, you kind of have to do it in private. I got my license actually during the pandemic. So it was a very chaotic time for everybody. Everybody was dealing with their own problems. And I kind of wanted to do it for myself. I didn't do it for anybody. I did it for myself to know that I could achieve that and I could accomplish that. Wait, where were we going with that? Oh, so why didn't I tell anybody? So I just wanted it to be done and then announce it and do it properly and let everybody know this is my next step. If it wasn't done, why would I want people's opinions affecting my trajectory?
Do you believe in evil eye? Do you believe in nazar? Do you believe in announcing before it's done? And
So funny enough, I do, but back in the day I didn't for some reason. And then every time I preemptively announce something, it always doesn't work out. So this is like my lessons that you just got to keep your mouth shut until it's all finalized.
It's actually done. Do you do that in relationships also? Do you put it out there in the public or do you keep it secret?
For relationships, I tend to keep it private until there is a Harry
No
Winston
ring.
diamond on this
Oh, la
hand.
la,
Then
Harry
maybe.
Winston. So is there a ring?
No, these are
No.
just. This is just my birthstone, and then this is just a
But
little.
are you in a relationship? Do you want to?
No, right now, no. I'm in a
Or-
relationship with
or-
my business.
Ah,
Maybe, hopefully.
hopefully soon.
Hopefully soon, yeah.
What are the things that you look at your ideal partner?
Somebody who keeps me mentally stimulated, somebody who
I see.
challenges me to be a better version of myself. I mean, at the end of the day, I've dated people who have trust funds, don't have a work
Yeah.
ethic, who are very lazy. And if you are around that, you fall into that pattern and those habits. I'm somebody who has a lot of potential and a lot of motivation, and I need somebody to bring that out of me, not regress that, you know?
That's that. But being a billionaire is a required.
Oh my
status
God,
or
I've
not?
dated 2 billionaires and they are the biggest headache. You got to cater to them. You got to do, oh my God. Honestly, and then there's always going to be a power
Attached,
imbalance,
stigma.
right?
Yeah, power
And even
imbalance,
if you
of course.
accomplish your own things while being in that relationship, people are just going to assume that it was
It's
because of your
his
partner,
partner,
right? So
yeah.
date a billionaire when you have your own
You have your own.
stuffs going for you.
That's it. What is a red flag for you in a relationship?
Oh my God. Steroids. If you do steroids, oh my God.
You don't use. You
Yeah.
know, the good thing is that Dubai
Oh,
is
are they legal in Dubai?
completely
Oh, okay, thank
free.
God. Perfect. So I'm
Yeah,
moving here.
So I think you should find a partner here. We are lucky to be in a country where
Yeah.
it's completely banned and illegal. So
Yeah.
I'm sure you're going to find the right person.
Am I
here.
wrinkling here?
No.
No, we're good. Okay.
Do you need a buffer or something?
No, we're good.
Okay. Getting back into your real estate
Mm-hmm.
journey, you did an entire editorial photo shoot while you
Yeah.
entered the industry.
Yeah.
You made an announcement that you've actually arrived.
Mm-hmm.
Generally, a person entering into real estate would make like a LinkedIn
Yeah.
announcement. But how did that announcement change your career trajectory?
I think it was a lot of people knew I was working on something, but nobody really knew the caliber of it. And thankfully, I secured, before I actually got my license, I secured a very, very, very high position real estate job just based off my connections and based off the people I knew from the fashion industry, being around such powerful individuals.
Yeah.
I got a pretty major job, and that major job needed a major announcement. So
Ooh la
we did a
la.
huge campaign shoot at like
Yeah.
one of the nicest houses in Toronto on
Yeah.
Bridle Path, and with a celebrity photographer, George Pimentel, who shot a lot of my fashion stuff. So
Ooh la la.
it was a merging of both worlds.
I think it
and
was a new project for him as well.
yes,
Shooting you for fashion.
Me too.
But that's a brilliant amalgamation of fashion and real estate.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful one. You said selling a $50,000 handbag and selling a 15 million home requires the same kind of client. Tell me about that overlap. Who are those people like?
So with that statement I made, it was if somebody is wearing a $50,000 watch, a $50,000 bag, $100,000 diamond necklace, there is a very high chance that they're living in a luxury property, right? So you're selling two different kind of dreams. A $50,000 handbag is very direct to certain people. A $50 million mansion is very direct to a certain type of clientele. Most of them have the same level of emotion. So you got to kind of play on those emotions to get the deal done, see what somebody really wants, and find the right fit for them.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You have been dealing with the some of the famous rappers in Canada. Do you want to talk about that? Of course, you might be into NDA, so you cannot
Yeah.
take the client names, etc., etc.
I've represented a few A-list celebrities, a few rappers, actually a handful of them.
Do you want to name them?
Oh, I wish I could, but
Tell me about the journey.
Canadian rappers, take a hint. There's a handful.
course, we know it now.
Yeah, there's a handful of them. You could probably guess which ones.
Yeah.
I'm very grateful. I mean, it takes a different level of patience. And there's a lot of people you have to go through, approval, money managers, assistants, all of that. And yeah, I mean, it's a different challenge, but
challenge. But
it's
what's
exciting.
What is the most non-negotiable list or the pointers that such celebrity clients put forward?
I think they know what they want and they want very specifics and they want to make magic happen. My job is to find a property or find something that fits into their criteria and their budget. Believe it or not, people even at that caliber have certain budgets they want to stay within, right?
Yeah.
And kind of getting the deal done. And if they like something, making sure they get what they want. If they don't, they're blaming you and you're going to get fired. So if they love it, make sure they
have
get
to
what
get
they
it.
want. Yes.
I see. You sold the Mean Girls house, the
Yeah.
actual Regina George mansion, for $27 million.
Yeah.
When that listing came in,
Yeah.
what was your first reaction?
So that listing actually hasn't sold yet,
It's not
but
sold
it's
yet?
it was a listing that I had at my previous brokerage, and at first I didn't know it was the Mean Girls house.
Really?
And then one day I was doing research,
Yeah.
and then I saw, I'm like, oh my God, that's Regina George's house.
Oh my God. And what was your first reaction to it?
I was so excited. Actually, one of my very close friends that I went to university with, she was actually Kylie. So, you know, when you walk in and then there's that young girl doing the inappropriate dance, that was actually somebody I went to school with. So it's so funny how the world works. And there's a lot of iconic properties in Toronto that have a lot of history that have been featured in some pretty incredible movies that are global phenomenal.
Tell me about such properties. Any one of them on sale right now?
So there was one we actually had listed. I believe it was on Fife Shire. It's the Schitt's Creek house. We actually used that house for Lux listings. That was my big intro to the show, and that was a beautiful ornate house, mosaic marble chandeliers, and that one did actually end up selling to a friend of mine. So there's a lot of beautiful properties with a lot of history and a lot of, because it's most people from the United States come to Canada to film movies because it's a lot cheaper to
that's
do
right.
it. So
Yeah.
a lot of the properties end up being featured.
I'm sure you are. Toronto's luxury market is known for Bridle Path, Canada's most expensive street. What does a 20 million home in Toronto actually look like versus a 20 million house in Dubai?
So a $20 million home on Bridle Path, you're probably getting 1.5 to a little over 2 acres, 15 to 20,000 square feet. You're getting a beautiful estate property, mature trees. Depending on which street, it could be backing onto a ravine. It could be a corner lot. So you could get a fair big bang for your buck in Toronto on Bridal Path for 20 million. In Dubai, you're probably looking at a villa on the Palm with beach access,
Of course.
luxury
Minimum
amenities.
requirement,
Yes, of
basic
course.
requirement.
So yeah, it's different levels of luxury, but luxury nonetheless. Both are beautiful options. I'd take either.
What is the most common mistake first time luxury buyers make that actually cost them? Money, time, or the deal itself?
Two key points I want to touch on is not buying in the proper location or buying a property that's overpriced or out of your budget, because it's going to be very hard to make your money back or even make a profit, right? You want to buy very strategically and very smart. I would say location is the most important, even if you have to sacrifice a little bit of the things you want in a home to get a good location and then flip that down the line. That's what I would recommend
Do
doing.
people sacrifice for the size of the house when it comes to giving priority to location?
I find people sacrifice location for the house.
They do
So
that?
people will buy a nicer house in a less
In the
desirable
suburbs?
location. Yeah.
They would.
Personally, me knowing the industry, I would buy in location versus.
It's their first priority.
There you go.
So
Yeah.
when you talk about Dubai and Toronto, if we had to speak about the checklist of people buying properties, what are the top 3 requirements in Toronto and top 3 in Dubai?
I think in Dubai, Toronto has a foreign buyer ban, right? So unless you're a non-resident in Canada, there's a ban until I think it's January 1st, 2027. So we are very restricted to what international money could come and buy property in
Currently,
Canada.
nobody from outside Canada, they cannot invest
It's
into
there's
Canada?
there's some loopholes, but there is a very big X on that.
Actually, my next question was that
Yeah.
if somebody has to invest, some South Asian person or
Yeah.
an Indian has to invest money into real estate, should
Yeah.
it be Toronto or should it be Dubai?
I would definitely say international money. If you're a non-Canadian
Yeah.
resident, Dubai, there's so much growth opportunity.
Yeah.
Rent yields are actually higher. You're looking from
Yes,
5 to
ROIs,
8%.
7 to 8%.
Yeah, 7 to 8%. In Canada, you're looking about 3 to 5%. So even on the high side, Dubai still surpasses that in terms of rent yields.
ROIs quite high when it comes
Stability,
to
I would say Toronto is one of the most secure real estate markets in the world. Dubai has that insane growth potential.
Of course it does. Real estate negotiations at $10 million plus level. Is it really just about the price, or is there an entire psychology game being played?
It's all psychology games at that price point, because if somebody's putting an offer on a property of that caliber, they are likely a very successful businessman or have been around money and know the game very well. So you got to know every single detail, every single piece of cement, marble that will bring value, because all of that is going to factor in the negotiation. I find like when you get above the 15 mil range, a lot of people the buyer pool gets smaller and smaller. So a lot of people that have the capital tend to put a very aggressive offer, and it's up to the seller whether that makes sense and how motivated they are.
Do you ever experience fake buyers coming to you, and how do you judge that person has actually got the potential to buy or not, or is he just doing?
So typically for properties of a certain caliber, you obviously have to see the finances and see like you're obviously not going to
Who's
show a
applying?
stranger off the street a
Yeah.
$50 million house. Certain brokerages, even our brokerage requires a certain level of financial disclosure before we actually book a showing. Fake buyers, I had one experience,
Tell me.
and oh my God, it was a nightmare. So I got an accepted offer and they just never moved forward with the deposit. And I was chasing them. And then finally, we just ended up terminating the agreement of purchase, and it didn't work out. But you know what? Things happen in life. I can't judge, but I am a little bit more weary because I get put on the hook and I look bad, right? So
Yes.
I gotta make sure I protect my reputation.
Does Sergio has his own checklist before he onboards his clients?
I say yes to everybody if I have the time. If not, I will refer it out to somebody I trust very, very deeply. But I like to make time for everybody. At the end of the day, first time home buyers, if you give them a good experience, and one of my famous lines that I always say to all my clients is, when you work with me, I want to make you money. If you lose money, I didn't do my job. So making money is my priority for all my clients. If a first-time home buyer, a couple 100,000, a mil, they buy something, they make a great ROI because they worked with me. When they want to get their next property, they're going to use me, and it's just a long-term relationship. I find,
I think it works on word of mouth more in
Yeah.
your industry with this kind of clientele.
Yeah, so if I have the time, I say yes to everybody. I don't say no very often unless it's a very unreasonable request, like a house that's worth 10 mil and somebody thinks it's worth 50 mil, like okay, like it's not going to work out.
Yeah. Is there any dream celebrity or royal client that you really wish to work with? Is somebody on your manifestation or vision board?
Honestly, in Toronto, I'm very grateful. I basically have
Worked with everybody.
I basically touched base with
Everyone.
kind of everybody. Like I've done some deals for politicians. I've done some deals celebrities, billionaires. Like I've done it all. I'm very grateful for the people I have, and
And
I
in
don't
Dubai?
know. And
Since you're starting your journey here.
ooh, I feel like if I did a deal in Dubai, I feel like it would have to be something very exciting. I got a chance to tour a few homes in Emirates Hill, and that made me feel so inspired. I'm like, okay, if I
Yeah.
were to ever sell real estate in Dubai, it would be those kind of
Those
neighborhoods
kind
that
of-
I would love to focus on.
Emirates Hills or Dubai Hills?
I haven't been to Dubai Hills. I know you said you would take me, so
Yeah, of course I will. Of
so
course
far,
I
yeah, I
will.
really love Emirates Hills. I just love the vibe. There's so much greenery. There's so many flowers. You don't feel
Yeah.
like you're in Dubai. The houses
Yeah.
are bridal path caliber, which I
Yes,
love.
Of course they are.
And I also love the Bulgari residence. I had a chance to
it's
see those too.
amazing. Yeah,
Yes.
Bulgari Club and the residence is so amazing.
So yeah, there's a few other neighborhoods I want to see, but so far I'm very impressed with what I have seen
you've
already.
seen.
Yes.
So Jumeirah or maybe Marina? What would you choose out of the two?
Jumeirah, I heard you have to be a local to live there, right?
Yes.
J1. Yeah. So
You can lease, of course.
yeah, leasing. I love Jumeirah. I love all of the restaurants, being on the beach. What did you say? It was Jumeirah or
Jumeirah or Marina?
to be honest, I don't really like the marina. I go to Barry's there sometimes if there's an instructor that I really
You
like.
really love?
I like Jumeirah. Yeah. And I
So
think you're a
walking
little
by Jumeirah Beach rather than Marina.
and I think with Jumeirah, you're a little bit closer to Dubai Mall in downtown,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Where
right.
Marina, you're. I mean, if you really, I love the Atlantis, the Royal. I love the
Yeah.
OG Atlantis. So, I mean, there's pros and cons for my lifestyle. J1
Yeah.
for sure.
But from investment point of view, I think we're going to talk about it. Which area is actually better in Dubai? So, what actually pulled you to Dubai? Be honest. Was it the
Yeah.
market? Was it the lifestyle? A person? Or just needing a complete change of scenery for you? Like the temporary shift I'm talking about.
Yeah, I have always been so passionate about Dubai. My first time coming to Dubai was in 2009, and the energy was just magical. Obviously, I haven't visited since. I think my first trip back was 2023, and it had that same wow factor, that energy, and especially now with everything going on in the world, I feel like Dubai is a safe haven,
Yeah.
tax-free, which is unheard
course.
of. Like in Toronto, at
Yeah.
a certain tax bracket, you're paying more than 50%.
Yes.
You're
More than
losing-
50%?
Yes, some tax brackets. Yeah, the higher level ones. Where here it's 0%, so you get to keep more of your money. There's a lot of very fun, exciting things that draws you to the city.
Draws you to the
Yeah.
city. And I hope you're having a great time.
I'm
Yeah, I
having
see that.
a blast.
So Dubai has a reputation of being where the ultra wealthy come to flex. In your experience, is the wealth here real, or is just a lot of performance?
I think it's a mix. It's a mix of both. I think people who don't have certain things want to feel included and kind of rent cars or whatever they have to do to feel like they fit in. But there is definitely some real wealth here.
Of course, there is a lot of
serious wealth. Yeah.
serious wealth, of course. Walk me through your typical day in Dubai. Like, how does it
Yeah.
look like? Where do you love to go and eat? Who are you
Yeah.
meeting? What are you wearing throughout the day?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
So typically I like to start my day off with a workout. So I'll probably go to like Barry's in DIFC or Marina. I love all the instructors there. They're amazing. After that, probably jump in the pool,
Ooh la
cool off a
la.
bit.
Are you staying in a villa by any chance?
Yeah.
Ooh la
Yeah,
la.
I was downtown and then I'm staying, my friend just closed on a villa. I'm helping her move and staying with her until I go back to Canada.
Wow.
But yeah, just cool off by the pool, have some food, get some paperwork done, send some emails, get dressed up, maybe go check out a beautiful hotel lobby, a lounge.
Wow.
Come to Slay for a late night
course.
hookah and then
The best
do it all
shisha.
over again. Yes.
I bet you wanted shisha on the show
Oh,
today.
that would be fun. Yeah, but we'd be coughing and
My show would be bad.
yeah.
Um, Toronto has traditionally been one of the strongest real estate markets in North America, while Dubai has seen explosive growth in the recent years. Which market do you think offers better long-term potential today, and why?
For safety, Toronto, because there's a track record of it being a secure investment. Toronto is kind of like a blue chip stock. Dubai is kind of like a tech stock that has a lot of growth potential, but a little bit more volatile. It's a little bit more
Yeah.
volatile. So I think in terms of growth, I think you could make a lot more money faster in Dubai
Yeah.
if you're a little bit more nervous and a little bit more
Safe
worried.
and
Yeah, you want
secure.
something a little bit more safe. I would say
Yeah.
Toronto,
Yeah.
but you have to
When
be a
your
resident.
risk appetite is lesser, probably.
I think it depends on your financial situation. If you are able to kind of play a little bit more and take a little bit more
Yeah.
risk, Dubai for sure.
Dubai for sure.
Yeah.
Dubai's real estate market is moving at a speed that people have never seen it before. Palm Jumeirah penthouses at $137 million. Do you feel it is a bubble or is just a new normal?
Honestly, it just keeps growing and growing and growing and growing because you are attracting the most wealthy people from all over the world. We're talking China, we're talking India, we're talking even the United States. All
Yeah.
these billionaires are coming and investing here.
Yes.
I don't necessarily think it's a bubble. I mean, we time will tell, but I think right now it is having a very strong trajectory, and I think there's nothing really going to stop it anytime soon.
Of course. There are thousands of real estate agents in Toronto. You stood out because of your fashion background and your brand. But what do you say to someone who says, I don't have a brand, I'm just trying to make deals?
Yeah. So I think with any industry you work in, there has to be some kind of level of passion and motivation, right? If you're chasing money, you're never going to be successful. I'm sorry. You're just chasing something that is, you might get a few deals here and there, but you have to have passion and you have to have no expectations and just keep working. Eventually you will close these deals and you will get those opportunities. But if there's no passion, people are going to see through you. Nobody wants somebody who's just money driven. They call it commission breath.
Commission,
Commission
breath. That's a term.
Commission. Yeah, in Toronto. Yeah. So buyers sense that, sellers sense that.
Yeah.
You need somebody who, residential real estate is an emotional transaction. There's a lot of emotions involved. People raise their kids in their house. People get married. People get divorced.
Yeah.
Parent might have died in the house. They want to move out. They want a fresh start. So you also have to be mindful of people's emotions. It's not just a dollar value. Some people, investment, sure, it might be a dollar value, but a lot of people have a lot of emotions tied, and you have to be sensitive to that.
Sensitive to that, of course. You've seen and worked around with billionaires. I want to know that one person who genuinely impressed you, not by their wealth, but what is that one thing that really, impresses you as a person?
I think being around somebody who could buy whatever, do whatever, and really the world is their oyster, treating every single person they meet, from a janitor to a president to a worker at a coffee shop, with the same level of respect, is the one thing that impresses me. Because a lot of people, if they had that kind of money and that kind of power would abuse it completely. So I love seeing that. I think there's like a handful of people that I know personally who make me happy and proud to see, not to abuse that.
People still exist.
Yeah.
What is that one thing, one lesson about wealth that you have learned from watching the ultra high net worth clients, and that you wish people knew about? Something about wealth that you have really learned in this while.
I think don't spend your income, spend your cash flow. So don't keep your money in a savings account. Put that money in investments that give you passive income and spend. Obviously, don't spend all of it. I mean,
what is the percentage that you should reinvest?
I think always reinvest.
How much percentage of your income?
Depends on your lifestyle. For me, I try to do at least 50%.
50% of profits or 50%?
Of profits, yes.
Okay.
At least, and then I like to spend the rest. I mean, I do.
So it's only this 50% that you're spending right now?
Yes.
Ooh la la. God forbid you don't come on 100%. We'll be seeing this room full of Birkins.
I used to do that. It's not really, I'm not getting any younger, right? You gotta have to be responsible.
And Birkins around and charter flights is just 50% of your wealth right now, and your solitaires and your emeralds. Well, that's an investment, I would say.
They are
all investment. Yeah, even I count it as investment. You describe fashion as a hobby and real estate as a career now. But honestly, do you miss being there? Do you miss being in the world of fashion completely 100%? Or is there a part of you that still wants to be a part of fashion industry completely? Or is there some announcement or something coming up?
So I think there was in the beginning when I first started in real estate, there was a tug of war. I was kind of fighting with myself, my old life versus my new life. Now I feel like I found a very happy medium. I am happy and I know exactly what I want from both industries. And I have a very clear path and I have a very clear vision. Before I didn't. So that was driving me crazy. I'm like, do I quit real estate? Do I go back into fashion? Do I quit fashion? Yeah, and then there is a big announcement coming out soon too.
I see.
More
you want
fashion.
To talk about it? More fashion happening?
More fashion related. Let's just say I'm relaunching a business that kind of started everything. With a lot more power and a lot more...
That's a big announcement.
A lot more stuff behind it.
Yeah.
I have about nine employees working behind the scenes now. So,
ooh la la, I'm waiting for the big announcement.
I know. Hopefully soon, working on the logistics of everything, but I only want to announce it when it's 100% ready.
Really?
Yeah.
So waiting for it.
Yes.
All the best for
Maybe
your
I have to come back and talk about it.
Of course. Okay, it's time for some fun segment now.
I'm so excited.
So I have these two yay and nay cards. Okay. Yay is for yay, nay is for nay. This is not for like... if it's a yes or no for you. So you need to show me the card. So I'm going to play a yay and nay game with you. You have to say a yay if you're up for it and nay if you're not up for it. Okay. Renting a Lamborghini for Instagram photos.
Nay.
Not at all. No.
I mean,
not renting luxury cars is not a thing.
Not in your city. If you live in your city, no. If you're traveling, sure.
Dubai has the biggest market for luxury rental cars.
Yeah. So I'm not a local, so I would rent a car here just for like the flex and driving around. If you live in the city,
it's not
maybe not. I mean, it also depends on your lifestyle.
Also depends what you're showing off. Like if you're trying to show a rental cars saying that it is your own, then definitely that's a nay. Yeah. Flying business class but living on credit cards.
Nay. Come on, guys.
You know people? I know so many of them.
Yes, I mean, if you're paying with your credit card points, that's different. That's different. Yeah. But spending to do something you can't afford, no.
Can't afford, no. Yeah. I know people who have their luxury cars on EMI and yet don't have the money for the fuel. Yeah. Sad. Yeah. Owning property, but not owning any designer clothes.
That's a yay. Yes. Yeah. Honestly, designer and fancy clothes and jewelry and watches is something I love. It's not something every single person loves. So property is the way to go.
Okay, having a designer bag in your hand, yet walking in like a no brand footwear, like is that okay?
Yay.
Yeah,
I do
that's
that.
okay. Yeah.
There's certain times where I don't wear branded shoes. I mean, depending on where you're going, if you're going you don't want I have a crazy amount of shoes that I actually don't wear. I wear no name brand shoes like most of the days.
And how about a low key handbag, but a designer, like a luxury brand footwear,
Yeah.
but a low key brand purse?
I think it depends on the person. Some people love shoes more than bags. I personally like both, unfortunately. So I
And
have a little bit
you
of
love
both.
jewels, you love
Yeah.
watches, you love
Yeah.
designer clothes
Yeah.
and bags and everything. So you love everything which is luxury
but
and drama.
you don't need to have everything designer. It's just about how to elevate a look and look polished. You could wear a simple, nice quality leather bag, a nice quality pair of leather
there are
shoes.
so many without
Yeah.
brand as well. Buying a Rolex on EMI, like on monthly installments.
Nay,
No, not at all.
no.
What about having pre-loved luxury item like a used watch or a pre-loved bag or shoe?
Yay! Honestly, I love consignment.
Yeah.
I think you could get a lot of really cool things. Like, I'll give you an example. Let's say you were so I worked in the resale market before. So let's say you were a student when the multicolor Louis Vuitton collection came out. Now you can't get that. I mean, obviously they did the relaunch and stuff
Yeah.
recently, but let's say in 10 years you're in a position now where you can afford to buy it. There's no way for you to buy the dream bag you wanted 10 years ago
Yeah.
other than resale.
Yeah.
So that's when resale could be a little bit exciting.
Interesting. Having a private chef at home.
Yay, if you could afford to do it without
Yeah.
flinching, sure. I mean,
Yeah.
having delicious food cooked for you every day,
Yeah.
why not?
Are you a foodie?
I love food. I love all types of
Which is your
cultures.
favorite cuisine?
Recently, I've been loving Bengali food. Oh,
Oh
my
la
God,
la.
so delicious. The spices, oh
Bhat
my
and
God, so
Bengan
yummy.
bharta.
Oh my God, so yummy.
And do you like spicy food?
I love spicy food. Like
Love
the
spicy
most
food. Have you
extreme
tried?
spice you could think of, I could handle it. I love Thai food.
Really?
Italian. I love all cultures.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, our next round is a rapid fire round.
Perfect.
It's going to be rapid and quirky. Okay,
Okay,
let's
perfect.
go for it. So, Sergio, our next round is rapid fire round.
Perfect.
Rapid, quick, and quirky.
Perfect.
All
Let's
right?
do it.
Penthouse in Dubai Marina or a villa in Palm Jumeirah?
Ooh, penthouse.
Penthouse.
Yes.
Okay, condo in downtown or a yacht private jet membership in Toronto?
I like the downtown.
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 Really?
Yes.
I see you settling in Dubai very
Yes,
well. I like
yes,
it.
Yes, yes.
Owning a Ferrari or owning a Rolex?
Ferrari for
Ferrari
sure.
for sure.
Yes.
Okay, Birkin or a Kelly?
Birkin. I love Birkins.
Toronto Bridal Path or Dubai Palm Jumeirah?
Ooh, I think I would get a house on Bridal Path first, live in it, enjoy it, and then sell it when I'm sick of the cold and buy in Palm Jumeirah.
Five. Okay. Well said.
Yeah.
A Versace tuxedo versus a Dolce Gabbana suit.
Atelier Versace, tuxedo, regular, ready to wear Dolce.
Ooh la la, I love Dolce
Yeah.
suits. I own
Yeah.
quite a few. Selling a 35 million mansion versus walking a fashion week runway.
35 at this point, a
At
$35
this
million
point.
mansion.
Yeah, more. I think I would have asked you this 10 years back.
Yeah.
Probably would have said like a fashion show.
Yeah.
Right? Which is your favorite brand to attend a fashion show?
Roberto Cavalli.
Roberto.
I love their shows. It's just so
Yeah.
exciting, so high energy.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite brands for sure.
Real Housewife reunion drama versus a luxury real estate bidding war.
I think a luxury real estate bidding war because your reputation is not being at risk.
Would you go in for the Real Housewives ever again? Would you do the show again? called?
I would with a game plan. I would with a business I'm about to launch or a
Mm-hmm.
big brand I really want to scale and make a global business.
Would you get more drama?
Drama comes with it, but you also have to have a business plan. If you're going into it just to be famous, you're really risking a lot for potentially minimal outcome. So
What if there was a reality show that you would be a part of apart from Real Housewives?
I-
Which show would you be?
I haven't filmed a
fit
show
in?
on Netflix yet, so I think it would be fun to do like
Dubai Bling?
selling sunset. Yeah, maybe Dubai
Ooh la
Bling, maybe an
la.
appearance.
Yeah,
I
you're
do.
completely bling.
I
You-
do
you
speak
def-
Arabic.
Oh, you do
I
speak
do
Arabic
speak
as
Arabic,
well.
so
What other languages do you know?
I speak French also, so that would be fun. Maybe selling sunset.
Wow.
I don't. Yeah, I think those could be some
Beautiful.
fun
Yeah.
shows to
Yeah,
make
of
a
course.
cameo on.
I can imagine you on the show.
Yeah.
Milan Fashion Week versus a 30 million open house.
Is it my open house or somebody else's? Milan
Somebody
Fashion
else.
Week.
Milan Fashion
Yeah.
Week. Okay. Buying in Dubai right now versus wait and watch the market. What is the suggestion you'd give? Because see, what I feel is the sellers are not selling and the buyers are not buying because the sellers are waiting for the prices to go up and the buyers are waiting for it to go down. So there's kind of a stagnancy.
I
So-
think buy. I would buy right now because at the end of the day, everybody is scared. So you could negotiate a better deal for yourself, and potentially get a better price for something you want.
fashion, the outfit makes the person versus the person makes the outfit.
The person makes the outfit.
Very well said.
Yeah.
I believe in it.
Yeah.
Do you follow trends or do you believe in creating trends?
I think I like to pull elements of certain trends and incorporate it into my personal style. I think constantly being trendy without following what you personally like or what looks best on you, there's not really an identity there. You got to have your identity and incorporate the trends.
Incorporating. Well said.
Yeah.
Before we close the show, any piece of advice you'd like to give to the younger audience out there who are willing to come into the real estate world and who want to deal with billionaires and high net worth clients? What is the right way to enter the market?
I think you really have to understand how these people operate, especially if you didn't grow up around it. You have to understand that people at that caliber make decisions differently. They are a lot more private. There's a lot more moving parts to dealing with
Yeah.
them. Once you understand how they operate and their needs, wants, desires, outcomes,
Yeah.
and why they should use you versus using somebody
Yeah.
else,
Yeah.
then you'll be good. You'll be solid.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Amazing.
That was a very interesting
Amazing.
session and very informative.
I know.
Thank you so much for coming on my
Absolutely.
show. I hope you liked and enjoyed.
I
And
had a
here's
great
cheers
time.
to
Cheers.
Deepti with Deepti.
Of course.
Don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow.
Amazing.
Thank you, guys.
Bye,
Thank
bye,
you.
bye, bye.